So before you get down to business with the Ray, I think it's Villalobos, my mistake. Villalobos is for before I forget, because I'm going to forget again. Um, just in case you are ever contemplating continuing using LinkedIn Learning to help you supplement some of the material that we do here in class, or help you supplement some of the things that you want to learn about down the road. Ray Villalobos is literally like there's millions of people who take these courses specifically for the knowledge that he gives. So, this course, you will have noticed potentially by now, you will have noticed how long the course is. We're going to talk about that later. But if you are looking to, take a JavaScript course, if you are looking to take additional WordPress courses or Bootstrap courses or what have you, Ray's courses are really very, very good. So it's part of the reason, actually, it is the reason we chose this one. It's one of the reasons we chose this one. The one of the very first things you go through here is installation of Bootstrap. What I'll tell you is Bootstrap does not install. It is a I believe it's just under 4 MB zip file, and it contains two source folders, one for CSS, one for JavaScript, and inside of each of those folders, there's a bunch of CSS, and you guessed it, in the other one, there's a bunch of JavaScript. That's it. There is nothing to install. Now, the way you are going to complete these exercises, the way that you are going to learn along with Bootstrap, is by doing everything like we had done previously on your local machine. There are, however, compiled source files in there. I'm not sure if the explanation is really good. There are also explanations in there for what is known as the NPM, the Node Package Manager. Those are things you would do on a server side so that you can run Bootstrap on your server. Those are going to require a couple of different, I'm going to call them vulnerability introducing nightmares into your machines. So right down here, you cannot see it. It is laying dead because it's too big a pain in the ass to use. I have a Windows laptop that I had taken a JavaScript course with, and then later on I had taken a web publishing course. So we did Bootstrap, etc. And I refuse, because of what I know about security, I refuse to allow that machine to connect to the internet because of all the security holes I had to poke into there to make server-side stuff run there. I promise you, you will not have to do that. All you need to do is download from getbootstrap.com. You would download the compiled CSS and JavaScript. It's literally the first thing you click on. You go to getbootstrap.com, you click on download. It's the first one at the very top of the page. It will download for your operating system. So if you have a Mac, it will download the DMG, which is a disk image. And if you have a Windows machine, it will download a .zip, which you can unzip. All you have to do is drag the unzipped content to, I'm just going to say, your desktop because I'm lazy. But clearly, if it was me, I would have, someplace in my documents folder, I would have a WEB102 folder. Inside that WEB102 folder, I would have a Bootstrap folder. Inside that Bootstrap folder, I would actually put Bootstrap. And then all you have to do is create, just like we would have in WEB101, an index.html, and create that inside of your Bootstrap folder, because that way ./CSS gets you access to your CSS. ./JavaScript gets you access to the JavaScript. So you're not really installing anything. I don't want you to feel like, oh, shoot, I have to install something. I need a ton of space, blah, 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 blah. You're going to use Atom to do the development, and you're going to use that 4 MB folder to do everything. Later on, I'll make a reminder of this later on when you do the submission for the projects that you do here through the LinkedIn Learning course. Just zip that whole folder and give me a copy of that, because everything you need is going to be in there. Everything I need is going to be in there, and that makes it the least kludgy, the least, fricative way in order to be able to submit those things. So do not worry when it says install Bootstrap. We are not having you install like a framework into your system. It's literally, here's a folder, and that's where Bootstrap lives, which again is one of the fantastic parts about Bootstrap.